I was betrayed. But who would have done this? Who betrayed me? I had my ideas. I bet you it was that damned teacher. He's always had it out for me. They kicked the absolute crap out of me, but I remained defiant. Take these cuffs off and try that again, old man. Then the true traitor revealed himself. Of course it was Akechi. Only an idiot wouldn't have guessed that.
A few moments later.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
You know, I never caught the pancakes thing when I first played the game. I was completely thrown. He had me right where he wanted me. And that cop wasn't doing too great either. And then he shot me. Obviously, he was too scared to fight me one-on-one. And I don't blame him. Pixie would have destroyed him. Oh, and they also killed this guy. But he's kind of annoying. And mean. So we don't care. News of my death was beginning to spread. Fake news? Because I am alive and kicking. Get fucked, Akechi. And I made my grand reappearance. Okay, I just kinda walked in. But me and my bro had a moment.
Hey, you big bastard.
I missed you as well, my friend. But on to my next target.
That sounds familiar.
It should, old man. I'm coming for you.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard.
Akechi and Shido began metaphorically sucking each other off with compliments. Proper embarrassing. We needed to hurry. This type of up-your-ass dialogue could not go unpunished. While the others continued to pull ideas out of their arse, I was getting impatient.
What about a mansion?
It's a fucking ship.
Perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
Then we got noticed by the cops, so we fled the scene. After all, my guy is supposed to be dead. The next day, me and Shido had our first showdown. And my guy finally remembered the man who ruined his life. About time, if I do say so myself.
What a piece of shit.
I wasn't going to let this bald geezer get away with this. So I took charge myself, and we made it to his giant ship. And we weren't paying for a ticket. Confronted by a powerful enemy, I decided to take care of him myself. Another easy opponent that is no match for me. Naturally, it doesn't work the second time I try it. But now we needed to get into the important people's room. Time to do some eavesdropping. When the invasion of privacy was complete, we reconvened to agree to go home. Wait, what? Guys, we literally just got here. I reluctantly returned home and had a heart-to-heart with my bro.
Sorry, I know you're tired. It'll be a sec, just hear me out.
We literally went in and then we went back. How could I be tired? Then I spent some quality time with the cat. Afterwards, my personal space was invaded, and she admits to stalking me.
I'm so sorry. I was actually following you the entire time.
Nice. My mission could truly begin. First order of business, I head to the restaurant to beat up some of the staff. Then, I can't get into the VIP section of the restaurant because I don't have some fancy membership card. Very well, time to steal someone else's. With the membership card in my possession, I jump one of the customers trying to enjoy their meal. Pixie steps up and deals with him, hitting him with 2 criticals in a row. Making my way up to the next scrub I need to beat up, I get turned into Mickey fucking Mouse, but I made my way through with no major hiccups on my part. Afterwards, this chick nearly completely fucks me up, and if I wasn't saved by Futaba, I was certainly dead. You're the hero today, Futaba. I'm sorry I used to think your persona was absolutely useless. I found the next guy for me to beat up, and instead of doing what I wanted to do, and just go up to him and beat the absolute crap out of him, and then take the letter by force, we decided that testing this guy with jailbait was the way to go.
It's perfect. This'll totally work.
And after he reveals himself to be a bit of a deviant, then we jump him. Could have saved a lot of hassle if we just did that at the fucking start. I step up my game with not 1, not even 2, which would be very good, but 3 critical hits in a row. The shark never stood a chance. Time to be turned back into mice, and we fall for the worst trap in the world. I mean, it didn't even kill any of us. Once again, my knowledge of the map let me get through this with ease. And then we saw some cops. Perfect. Time for revenge. They'll think twice about messing with me after I'm done with their boss. Afterwards, I'm confronted by a man in a rather nice looking suit who sends his minions to do his dirty work. If you want to get rid of me, mate, you're gonna have to do it yourself. Continuing our dodgy behaviour, we decide our next target is the man enjoying the slot machines. Then we jump him. I, once again, carry the team on my back with some more critical hits. Elsewhere, in a land far, far away, Akechi decides to be a moany little bitch and have an inner monologue with himself about how hard his life is. I didn't have time for his bullshit. I had work to do. Did I just get rejected in a video game?
Don't forget this feeling.
How could I forget this feeling? It happens on the daily, Makoto. I was once again confronted by the man in the suit, who sends another minion after me. We were annihilating them. Our personas were hitting critical hits for fun. God frickin' damn it, Mona! Morgana. Buddy, stop fucking missing! Once I made it to the new area, I went to the end straight away. Yes, it's that easy. I did go back and get the other stuff, because I like to steal from Shido. I then moved on to my next target, the IT president. Time for some breaking and entering. And once again, we had to negotiate for some reason.
What the? Who are you?
Pardon my entrance, sudden.
Why did I let her go again? And yet again, we just ended up fighting him anyway. Except this time, I didn't hit a crit. Kind of sad. I was on a roll. I got him the second time though. It was an easy fight. But I did make one mistake. I played with my food. I should have killed him, but instead, I gave him a chance to summon some more allies. It wasn't fatal, but it was really annoying. I tracked down the guy in the suit, and once again, he left me to deal with his lackeys. You'd think he'd learn. We follow him and begin the annoying negotiation process once again, and we once again fucked the negotiation process up. Dude, you do realise you could have just said yes. You don't actually have to work for him. We're going to destroy the palace in like a day. He fought well. He earned my respect. But in the end, we managed to win. And his jacket was back on somehow. Must have gotten cold during the fight. I knew what was coming. I would fight him one-on-one. This would be a fair fight. And then he summoned shadows like a coward to fight his battles for him. I always knew you were scared, Akechi. No matter, I'll deal with you next. They killed me in their first 2 hits. I had to adapt, so I reflected the lion's first move and absorbed the next one with bleeding dry brush. This gave me the time I needed to defeat them. This was it. The rematch. And it was intense. Just like before, we were evenly matched. But since I could absorb his attacks, I had the edge. Except when he used Almighty. But despite the fight being close, I had won. He then proceeded to cheat. The reason I say he cheated was because he began attacking multiple times in a single go. This of course meant I could no longer compete. In the previous round, we would take turns bashing each other's head in. It was a fair fight. Now, with his multiple moves, I had to get help. Well, since you want to fight like a dickhead, I guess I will too. And shocker, he began to lose. And then we won. I wasn't happy about it though. This was partly my fault. If I just made Pixie 99 and everything, I would have destroyed him.
But your wit and strength far exceeds ours.
Hey, I would have won that if the game didn't let him do like 2 moves a turn. And then he's ambushed by Shido's cognition of him. And then Akechi sacrificed himself.
His signal is gone.
Better him than me, at last. we had found the treasure. Then me and my bro went out for some celebratory drinks. I guess it was time to announce our plans to the world and reveal to them that I was indeed alive. And they probably thought, who the fuck is that? Shido was going down. Everyone, let's walk to the treasure like a boss. Actually, let me change the squad first. That treasure would be nice. Okay, now let's go. This would be tough, especially when he reflected my gun attacks and did damage to me straight away. Another thing to worry about was the fact that Ryuji had to get in the way of his first attack that he used against me. That means he was going to kill me in his first fucking hit. I would need to play this fight smart. If he erected a magic wall, I needed to make sure it wouldn't do damage to the person who attacked it. I was making some good progress, and I was finally able to use physical attacks, which was good, because that's Ryuji's bread and butter. He was using some serious brain power for an AI, hitting 2 members of the team with skills they were weak to, and would have gotten a third if not for Futaba's intervention. Fortunately for me, he decided that his brain didn't work after that, and I made it to the next phase without issue. This was probably the easiest phase of the first 3. Yeah, his cannons did some serious damage, but he only had 1 move to R4, which meant it was an easy workaround. Yeah, he did annoy me once by taking out Makoto, you fucking dickhead. But in the end, the phase had gone exceptionally well. The next phase was going to be harder, so I switched Morgana in so he could be the healer. He was hitting hard, but we were still doing well. On my first go, I had made it close enough to victory. This round was quite simple. Make sure Joker doesn't take damage, because he was taking people out consistently, but as long as Joker survived, we were good. Ironically, he did take out the entire team, except Joker. Shit. But Futaba once again saves the day. He did almost kill On and Yusuke, but ironically, the one he got with his third and final hit was Makoto, and missed the other 2. I had made it to the final phase. It was him versus me. May the best man win. So me, and I was winning. He was almost dead. Victory was mine. Seriously? At least I got that far on the first go. There's probably a checkpoint for that one-on-one phase. You're making me start from here. It took me about an hour, but I eventually made it back. Clearly, I needed to be patient, so I would use Bleeding Dry Brush to absorb his attacks. Then I would wait until he needed to raise his stats again before I would hit. It was tedious, but it worked. And so I had finally defeated Shido, and then he tried to kill himself because he is a sore loser.